Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for March 4th. March 4th is the 63rd day of the year in the Gregorian calendar. Unless it's a leap year, then it's the 64th day of the year. Either way, there are 302 days remaining to the end of the year. For these next few days, we're looking at tosspot words. Tosspot words are coined by combining a verb with a noun, like spitfire, shunpike, scofflaw. In order for it to be a tosspot word, the noun has to be the object of the verb. So, shut-eye is a tosspot word, but shut-in is not. That said, today's word is pinchpenny. Pinchpenny is either an adjective that means unwilling to give or spend money, or it can be a noun meaning a miserly person. This comes to us from a couple of words out of Old French that actually mean pinch and penny. Pinchpenny. Earliest documented use, 1425. I'd like to take a moment to remind you that links to my research are included in the show notes and ask you to go ahead and click that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned for the outtakes and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Remember that you can share this video with others either through a link in your email or messages or on social media. And with that, we're going to start in the year 1493 when the explorer Christopher Columbus arrived back in Lisbon, Portugal, aboard his ship Nina from his voyage to what are now the Bahamas and the other islands of the Caribbean. In 1519, Hernán Cortéz arrived in Mexico in search of the Aztec civilization and its wealth. On March 4, 1628, the Massachusetts Bay Colony was granted a royal charter. In 1681, Charles II granted a land charter to William Penn for the area that would later become Pennsylvania. In 1791, Vermont was admitted to the United States as the 14th state. In 1794, the 11th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution was passed by U.S. Congress. The 11th Amendment restricts the ability of individuals to bring suit against states in federal court. Government under the U.S. Constitution began on March 4, 1789. In New York City, the first Congress of the United States met, putting the United States Constitution into effect. The United States Bill of Rights was written and proposed to Congress. Andrew Jackson hosted an open house at the White House on March 4, 1829. The description of this event kind of sounds like the sort of party where everyone hears there's a party and they show up. But they don't behave all that well, as many of these people didn't. They stood on the furniture, they broke dishes, and behaved in a generally rowdy manner. Abraham Lincoln was inaugurated as the 16th President of the United States on March 4, 1861. This is the birthday of American football player and coach Knute Rockne, born on March 4, 1888. The United States Department of Labor was formed on this day in 1913. This is the birthday of American businessman and philanthropist Richard DeVos, co-founder of the Amway Corporation. He was born on March 4, 1926. Sadly, he passed away in 2018. Franklin Delano Roosevelt was inaugurated as the 32nd President of the United States on March 4, 1933. Ronald Reagan and Nancy Davis got married on March 4, 1952. The author Ernest Hemingway finished his short novel The Old Man and the Sea on March 4, 1952. Actress Lucille Ball and her husband Desi Arnaz had been married 20 years when they divorced on March 4, 1960. Goodness, wasn't it just his birthday yesterday? People magazine was published for the first time on March 4, 1974. It started out in the United States as People Weekly. On March 4, 1985, the FDA approved a blood test for AIDS infection, used since then for screening all blood donations in the United States. Actor and comedian John Candy died of a heart attack on March 4, 1994. He was only 43. And I think that's going to do it for us today. As always, links to my research are included in the show notes. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with others. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Count of so many mistakes. Say that again. I'm gonna have to look that up right quick. We're not gonna go into all that. Okay. I don't know how all that's gonna go together, or if it's even gonna make it to the video. We'll just see. That's not gonna go. Probably cut all that out. That'll all be laying on the cutting room floor. So I'll just do that whole thing over. That might not make it into the video. We'll see. Changing it up.